All right. Welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we are reviewing the Real Housewives of Potomac. I don't know what season or episode this is, but she will put it up later. All right. um, so this episode starts off with Candace. What? Oh, before we start, my bad. Dee's busy right now. Can Rhonda say it? Yes, you can say it.
Smash that thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
All right. So we start off this episode like we left off last episode with Candace talking to the producer, Eric. And he's like, why are you talking to me? Why are you telling me? You're like, I ain't got no control over what these chicks doing.
Sure, Eric. Sure, Eric.
You do. That's why she's talking to you.
That's why she's talking to you.
And she's just in there going off. And then she turned from Giselle to Michael. She was like, you could play them games with Michael, the booty grabber, but not my husband.
I feel like she said that though. At first, I was like, why you go there, Candace? But then I was like, because Michael has literally assaulted people. They didn't have allegations and.
Well, she said that. She said he done violated people and he could walk in here right now and these women will run over here and hug women. Yeah, yeah. You know. When she was saying all of this, though, it seemed like they were like right there where they could hear everything, but they was all like,
how come they couldn't hear her? They could hear her.
It looked like they were right there. Child.
This is why they didn't react, because Robin and Ashley already knew what the hell Giselle was in there doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, they asked Giselle, where Candace? Oh, I think she just back there talking to the producer. She good. She all right. Is she Giselle? Why you lie? Why you lie? Why you ain't say she got mad at you? Why you just say she good?
Because she really don't give a shit.
That was our code. They'll let you know how.
I feel like she really don't care. Like she'll be all right. She good.
Yeah. So then Candace get up and she leaves. She said she ain't playing with ankles. Okay. So now it was Mia's turn. So Giselle,
that shit was funny. Candace, she can read now.
Yeah. So Giselle asked Mia to meet with her in the other room. And, you know, she wanted to discuss the way she came at her at the spring party. And Mia said that she thought she would be attacked by a new booty, not Wendy. I mean, not Giselle.
New booty Wendy.
New booty Wendy.
I feel like, girl, you didn't had everything built from your ass to your vagina to your titties to your nose to. I feel like Mia is very strange looking. Like it's hard to look at her. So I know you're not talking about Wendy's new booty, girl. Really?
And Wendy, when you wouldn't even know Wendy had a new booty if she hadn't told you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's not obnoxious.
Yeah,
it's professional, like Nanny was promoting.
Yeah. So Giselle, she's sitting there and she apologized to her for whatever and whatever. She took it. Shit, I don't know. Meanwhile,
isn't it weird how Mia wants to be a member of
with Giselle so bad? Yeah, it's weird. So meanwhile, with the other ladies, they in there talking. And Wendy is like, it was a little off the post that Mia wrote. So Robert jumps in. So why did you blame it all on me and Giselle then? She was like, I didn't say that y'all was the only one who said it. What I said was your approach was wrong. She was like, you called her a liar. She said, I never called her a liar. Stand by your word. Stand by your word. And here's the thing. Your approach was wrong. It wasn't that nobody thought that it was weird or it was something suspicious about what Mia wrote. It was the way y'all came up to her. That's all everybody's saying.
She knows that. She just wants to fight with Wendy. I don't know what her
I don't know
rah-rah
what that's
attitude is all
about.
about. I was like, the conversation at first seemed like it was just going like a regular conversation, and then all of a sudden you want to jump on Wendy because you realize you still mad from last season. I don't know. It was weird.
She jumped up on her and acted and started walking up on her. And Robin, you a big bitch too. You and Contessa, y'all be walking up on people and stuff.
Wendy backed her to fuck back down. No, oh sorry, she backed her ass back down and was like, "Well, that's not what we doing."
I don't think she really want to go there with her either. But
or
she
anybody. She did that to Monique. Monique was with the shits, so she really could have got beat down with that umbrella. Like
she did that with Ashley too. When they walked up on
she
her at
pulled
her
up on
restaurant.
Ashley in that restaurant, in her
Yeah,
own restaurant.
yeah. Yeah.
Somebody need to. Well, Robin has proved that she doesn't need Giselle in the room to be an asshole. She can do that all on her own.
Clearly. So Mia and Giselle come in and Mia let them know that cancer was ruled out, but she needs to get some lip noise removed. Okay. So they are looking like okay, but whatever. So Robin then plans a play date and asks everybody in the room, is your kids gonna be out? Or we should do a play date. And everybody but Wendy. And Wendy called her out on it, but I was like, what kind of mean girl mess was that?
Robin, you 40 some years old.
She acted like she on the playground after school.
And it's like she did it specifically like in that moment, just because like I'm a 1-2 puncher. I'm gonna go ahead and get it in. And then since we fussing, I'm gonna take this opportunity to not invite her to my house.
Yeah. And here's the
Okay,
thing,
girl.
yeah, because if you ain't cool with her, cool, then whatever. Then you invite them when she ain't around. But yeah, it was just some straight up mean girl bullshit.
She don't really have no reason to not be cool with her. Like you said, they had worse going on with Ashley and Michael and all of that. It's been worse. So I don't know why Robin is so adamant about being this angry at Wendy.
It's weird.
And again, Wendy was mad because y'all was coming at her husband. If y'all came after Juan Dixon, Robin, you would have something to say about it.
So when they was leaving, child, the producer was talking to Wendy and was asking her, how is she with me? And she was like, I mean, we cool. I mean, we all know she lying though. I'll say y'all gotta watch these producers though, because these producers on all these shows been
But you
calling
know your mic
out.
though, Wendy, so don't talk until you take your mic off. Like
right. Gee.
Especially when you're talking about somebody you don't really care for. You should have just left it at we all right.
Right. Candace was at home. She was doing the injections that she has to have for IVF. And she says, she dealing with this and now she dealing with the stress that Giselle didn't cause, and she's saying how she should have never allowed herself to get close to Giselle. I'm like, no shit, Sherlock. You ain't think that was gonna circle back around to you? We told you that was gonna happen, dummy.
The only way it doesn't happen, you have to really be kissing Giselle's ass.
Yeah. And
that's how Ashley avoids it, and she still be doing little stuff to Ashley.
And here's the thing, though, nobody kiss her ass no more than Robin, and she's sticking it to Robin this season.
She does the same thing to Robin.
She's just an asshole. So
she pokes and does little things to see like if you'll, still be loyal to her. Yeah. I don't know. Robin, like I said, Robin is equally mean. I don't,
It's they something else. So Karen with Ray, look, Karen and Ray got this whole "Are you jealous?" going on because I look good. I'm just really not into the story between her and Ray right now. I don't think Ray is jealous of Karen. I think he like looking at his wife and he know other people is looking at his wife. I really don't think that this is a thing they're trying to make it.
No.
No, I'm not into this storyline, so I'm moving on. Ashley is looking at homes with her friend. And
That's her brother. That was her brother.
is that who that was?
Yeah.
They got
That was
different
her. That was
daddy.
her little brother. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, because her daddy was acting a
Her
fool.
daddy was a slide through.
Yeah. He don't look like I have to put him back with the mama. Let me see if they got some resemblance going on.
He do.
Um, so she's saying that she keep missing out on these homes because people keep putting in these cash offers and Michael don't want to do that. Here's the thing though, people. The same thing was happening to me when I was out there. And I kept saying, why the hell these people keep getting all this money to do these
Cause
things?
it's not. Cause it's like Zillow and them kind of places is buying up all the houses where they can rent them for a shit ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just people with cash. Um, I I'm behind Ashley on the get the house, but Ashley, you need to get help. Like you don't even know what you're talking about. You cannot try to negotiate with a real estate person when you don't know anything about real estate. Like just get you an attorney to help you get your money because you gonna mess around and don't have nothing.
So here's the thing too, as far as that paying cash for a house. I remember a friend told me that this guy told her who was wealthy, who was other, wasn't one of us. And he said, I don't care how much money you got, you don't want to pay for a house even if you can. You don't want to pay it all the way off because you get so many tax breaks and stuff. So you don't want, so there might be a reason why Michael like, nah, we ain't finna pay
I'm
cash.
just saying when she says something about interest rates, like she don't know. And so she needs to have somebody that is
Mm-hmm.
working on her behalf. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if it's a divorce, Michael is gonna make sure Michael gets away with as little as he
Michael know
possibly
what he's
can.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah, and she
And he know
doesn't.
that you
So
don't know.
get you a house, get you a nice house, get you a little secure bag, and then be out. That's why you don't marry somebody for money.
Well,
Cause
there's that. Cause
you know
then
what
you,
I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. And then the other part where she's saying, her marital status depends on the approval of the loan. And the realtor was like, well, yeah, I talked to Michael or whatever, whatever. And she was shocked that Michael talked to the realtor. But here's the thing, the realtor is like your lawyer. It ain't about her knowing. And I don't know why everybody like,
She
oh,
working
the
for
realtor
Michael.
do. Right. It's not what the realtor knows. It's the mortgage people that you're trying to get it from. You don't want them to know that y'all finna be split up. You know what I'm saying? It's not your
But that lady
realtor.
said she already talked to the mortgage company. Like Michael has already figured out how to handle this deal without actually having any input, really. He's talking
Mm-hmm.
to people without her, She's supposed to go find the house. That's why she needs somebody to be working on her behalf.
Hey, she messing up. She don't know. Well, she better get with her uncle and them or somebody. She better get with
Just
somebody.
hire a divorce attorney, Ashley.
Now she's
Michael has
talking
one.
about, is she making a mistake? Now it's really hitting her about this divorce, and she don't know if she's making a mistake. And
She also says she hasn't paid for anything.
well, as far as the divorce,
No, like she doesn't know how much things cost.
yeah, nah,
So if she gets money, like,
and
is she gonna know how to manage it? Like,
clearly you didn't have nobody look over your prenup because you
no,
said it was, you know what I'm
no,
saying?
no.
And he know that. He know you're not too bright.
Oh,
Child.
Ashley.
Mm, mm, mm. Um, so we had Juan and Robin's new home. They get into that whole conversation about that prenup.
It's a nice house,
It's a
Robin.
nice house. Um,
It's nicer than Giselle's house.
Everything. Hell, my garage is nicer than Giselle's house. Yeah. um, and he's like, Robin, I don't care what you want to do with this prenup? I make more money anyway. So the producer say to Robin, did you hear Juan when he said she made more money? She was like, did he? Nah, he didn't say that. Yeah, he did. So I don't know if she said, well, you know how men are. And I don't know if Juan, I mean,
I don't know if he said I or I'll. At the end of the day, even if he isn't making more money than her now, he definitely has potential to make more money than her because
and we
of,
know that.
we
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, what does she do? She's saying businesses. She sells hats and she's on this show.
And if
They
you
got that
watch the
podcast, but most
show,
of that stuff ain't going, it's all contingent on this show. Her
and
businesses.
you've been on the chopping block every season. It's been you on the chopping block, Robin.
Is
You
that why
haven't
we see
begged.
Robin in every scene? That was the Robin show.
Yeah. Child, they did. They're saying this is it, make it or break it. That's what they're
Well,
saying,
she kind
Robin.
of worked.
And so that's why she going.
She taking meetings without Giselle.
That's why she. But I believe this is her and Giselle's plan, this storyline of them going against each other because they're trying to keep Robin on the show.
I feel like they have planned the whole tension between the Green Eye Bandits. Yeah, I'm not buying it.
I do too. Yeah, this is awesome bullshit. Um, so he's like, well, why you ain't bring up the prenup the first time I asked you? Because she's like, oh, you was dating somebody and things got a little messy. He'd be like, Robin, stop, stop. I'm like, why I don't like Robin? He don't like her.
I think Ron, what's his name?
Juan.
I think Juan doesn't like discussing his personal business on TV, and I don't blame him. Now you want to bring up this woman that he was seeing.
It's a lot.
But I mean, that didn't happen. He didn't get with her. Whoever she was, while they were going through a divorce, apparently he was in a relationship with this person. And I heard it was like somebody that he was taking with him. It was a whole relationship. But he's there with you. So y'all decided not to do that.
And you want to bring her up.
And you want to bring it up on TV. So that's what he don't be wanting to do.
Like, stop. He's like, look, he's like, I'm not gonna give it to you. Write down what your stuff is and mine, and then whatever. Do what you're gonna do. So we see Wendy at the doctor. She is losing hair after she had her baby, which happens. You either get hairy or you lose hair. Okay. She got a nice braid of hair though.
She got a lot of edges too.
She just need to go get her some Canvas Beauty. That's all. She ain't got to go over there. Go get you. Don't get the hormone stuff that's gonna make you grow facial hair. Go over there.
I'm just tired of this thing. I'm just tired of this thing. Like Wendy's had her thing gel.
Yeah, stop. Yeah, stop. Go over there with Stormy. Get you some Canvas Beauty. Grow your hair. Put it in the spots. She
and
got
her edges is full, so stop slathering them down down the side of your face. I'm so over that thing. Yeah.
And that's that on that.
That sucks though. Like that's the whole thing. And then like I do agree that stress will jack your hair up. And yeah, I see it all the time.
Well, she ain't stressed yet. If she get in the business, well, oh boy, she gonna be stressed. Just leave it alone.
But like she said, like does she know what calm is, because that's how she operates.
You ain't met a storm till you deal with that Peter Thomas child. Wasn't going to business with him.
I don't know why. Did she watch Atlanta? Don't do it, girl.
Nah, don't do it. Don't do it.
You're gonna give Peter Thomas. Cynthia had to sue him for her money.
Child. And that was his wife. Who is you? Child. So Mia and Robin meet up, and she tells her, this whole plotted division. Giselle was wrong for her approach.
Irritated me so much. Robin, why don't I just have the doctor email you my medical record so you are in tune and enlightened by everything that I'm going through?
She tells her that once you post it, You have to keep posting to keep people in the know.
Oh, you know.
Girl, ain't
How
no
about that day
posting
I was in
rules.
my feelings? That day that I posted that, I was in my feelings. I'll let you know what I want to let you know. I don't have to let you know any more than that.
Girl,
And
who
I see people all
you?
the time. You know how they do. Oh, send out prayers for me, and and then don't say what it is.
Then
And I'm
they
not
don't
asking.
say, stop it. Stop it. Then she tells her about, Giselle's issues with Chris. And then this fool, Mia, say, well, I got some tea too. And she talk about how at the party, the spring party, that she was on the dance floor dancing, and Chris was just over there staring at her. And producer showed Chris, and Chris ain't look in her direction not a one time.
Well,
Girl.
I would say I would probably have a hard time not staring at her because she's hard to look at. You know what I'm saying? Like he was probably trying to figure out what the hell was happening.
Well, he didn't even look.
He
It looked,
wasn't looking. I'm just saying, if
yeah.
I was there, I would be like, you know how you get caught up going, what the hell?
Looking, what
Oh,
is that? What
sorry,
is
didn't
this?
mean to
Yeah.
stare at you.
Yeah. So Giselle's over at Karen's house. She walked in the house with her shoes on. She was like, do I need to take off her shoes? Karen was like, girls, we in your barn? Hell yeah, take off them damn shoes. Shit. Shit.
Oh my
Um,
God, not the barn.
yeah. So Giselle had this whole conversation once again about Chris. And at first Karen was like, well, if Chris made you feel uncomfortable, then he should go ahead and apologize. But then she go into the whole story about her being alone in this bedroom with him. And I'm like, would you quit calling it a bedroom? Because it wasn't a bedroom. Y'all was
There was a
behind
bed
the
in there.
stage.
There was a bed in there.
Oh, stop it. And then he wanted to talk to me, and then it was his word against mine. I didn't want to be his word against mine. And Karen was like, hold on. His word against mine. Like, where are you going with this? And she said, she asked him, she didn't want to be in there alone. She felt uncomfortable. She asked him to go out, and then she was like, well, did he go out? Yeah. And so she's like, so you felt uncomfortable. He went out. He didn't say anything inappropriate. Like, this was your friend. What is you talking about? She's really trying to make this a thing, and it really makes her look horrible.
Yeah, because women be dealing with shit.
Yeah. And you making up some
And you
BS.
making up stuff. And then as a man, like, who wants to carry that? Don't be saying I did that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not
Don't do
that
that.
guy.
Right. Mm-mm. Um, well, what's her name said she ain't like that because she had an issue with her husband on the show that was hugging on her a little bit too long, a couple years. Now, I just first what she said a few years ago, I just automatically was like G, because we seen G.
Yeah, G had his tongue hanging out.
You know what I'm
He like
saying?
Karen.
Yeah, we was like, well, that was G. It still might have been G, and she might not want to say, so she just threw a few years back, so we wouldn't think it was G. So if it wasn't G, it was Michael, because Michael was
Because
twerking
she
and
said he was
doing,
drunk. I think it was
yeah,
G. Karen just
it was
decided,
it was G. I think it was G. I think she just threw that in, so she
yeah.
didn't have to say. Um, so Candace is at lunch with Chris, and she talks to him about her body not responding to the injections and how she feel like she's failing at motherhood. And she brings out the tissue because she keep a corner and she dabbing her face. And I was just like, I know she be dramatic, but then too, she's taking these hormones and they probably got her hormones all over the
All
damn
crazy. This is
place.
the one time
So
she needs a tissue. But does she be sitting around pre-folding those tissues? Or does
she
she sit there
do.
in the moment and just fold them
I
when
don't
she feels
know,
it
but she
coming
pull them
on? Because
out.
she always, they be
She
tightly packed.
don't they? Um, and then she asked Chris about how he feels about what's going on with Giselle. And he was like, first of all, I suggested I mean, she the one who suggested that I go to the room. I didn't say let's meet in her room. And he said I'm the one who suggested to leave the door open.
I feel like at first I was like, but now I feel like Giselle said she went back to her room. She thought it was okay to go back to her room because she thought her
That's what she
makeup
said.
people was still there. So that's why she told him to let's go to her room. I don't think he said, "Can I talk to you? Let's go to your room." I think she was the one. And then when she got there, she seen the glam wasn't there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if the door was open, what are you so uncomfortable about?
And he said, let's leave the door open so won't nobody think that. She was like, oh no, we don't want nobody to think nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And they step into the hallway. And you still ain't say, he said something about his wife, something. Girl, stop.
So I remember he was mad. That much I remember. So he might have confronted her and she didn't like it.
Yeah. So she came up with this. This is what it's
But
gonna
I don't believe he was in there talking about his wife unless he said something to the effect of, I know how she could get. Chris always be trying to mediate things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure it was a lot of people around. We talking about backstage at the thing. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't in no hotel room.
We know that's not what it was. It's just disgusting that she's trying to make a thing out of something that's gone. You know, now I don't have to be around you. If I'm gonna, you know, always have to be, you know, defending myself like I'm not some creep, then yeah, I don't want to shake your hand. Like we just gonna be like, hey, what's up from across the room.
So Robin came and she joined them and she go out to hug him and he hesitate and you know what, I don't blame him. I ain't trusting y'all houses. I'm not finna hug none of y'all. She like, oh, come on, this me. Hell, I thought I was cool with her too, but no, we ain't doing that. So she lets them know that she disagreed with everything Giselle was saying. And Candace was like, well, if she was so bothered, she sure was over there hugging on him at the party, at the spring party. She reached out. She looked for him to come. She kept watching him, and then she went to give him a hug. He didn't come straight to her to hug her. And then he said, and another thing is she's so, you know, feeling some kind of way. She always talking about my dick. And they showed
and she
up.
is. And she is.
Yeah. Child.
But Candace, you did bring it up. Moral to that story, child. We don't do that. We're not going to talk about that.
Child.
And if I'm, you know, on the opposite side, I don't want to hear about it. Don't be talking about your man's dick. Keep that, you know, to your house.
Well, producers try to ask Karen, did she feel like, you know, it was a divide? And I said, I don't think it was a divide. I think it was a plan. So I think they playing in our faces, basically. And I ain't buying it.
Robin and Giselle? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's what they do.
Mm-hmm. That's all they
Robin literally went around and had a private meeting with everyone to discuss Mia, I need the breakdown. What is this cancer, not cancer thing? Like, she didn't do really any different than what Giselle did. You sat up there, you didn't say it so tackily, you know, but you still sat up there and made this lady feel like, did that lady say she had a bump on her butt?
She said she had a lump on her butt.
Huh. That ain't what I thought. That ain't what I thought I was, what she was.
No.
She didn't act like she wanted to say it either. Because Robin was like, now tell me about this lump. Child. The nerve of you, Robin. Why do I have to tell you? I at that point, she had already said enough. Yeah.
It's too much. They doing too much. Well, child, we'll see what's going on. That's it for this episode. D, you off duty, honey? All right, well, go ahead and have at it. You not getting
smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel.
All right,
See you on the
y'all.
next one.
Bye.
Bye.